Hey guys, what's up? I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about the racism in hockey that nobody ever seems to talk about. And that would be the racism that the whole Montreal Canadiens franchise does. And it's very open about it, too. And, I don't know why the league allows them to do this, because it's pretty much opening you guys up. Well, the league and the team to a lawsuit. If you look at the Montreal Canadiens and the players that they have, and especially Tours Rivières, I've actually been in a fan group with the Lions fans, which is the ECHL affiliate of the Canadiens, and it is very clear that both the fans and that franchise, the franchise being that they really only sign Quebec or French guys to contracts, that they prefer their French guys and that they don't want anybody else. It's very hard to get into the Montreal franchise without being insanely, undeniably good. I'm not going to say Connor McDavid levels are good, but, you almost have to be a superstar to be able to be allowed into that organization without speaking French and being a Frenchie kind of person. And one of the people in the Lions fan group, I'm not going to say who it is, had actually said when they signed an English-speaking guy from the collegiate levels, they actually had, not just one person, multiple people actually had said, we're losing our identity, quote unquote. Okay, so I'm going to put it like this. Here's my views on that. There is being patriotic, and then there's just being a bigot and being a racist. That borders on racist, because you're basically singling out a certain and shutting out everybody else that is not a certain birthplace or somebody that's not a certain person that doesn't speak French, like a certain language. And that's just racist. That is racist. I don't know. Nobody talks about this for some reason. I don't know why. But it's very, very easy to spot this with Laval, with Tres Rivières, with the guys that are hired, especially with the hires of the Canadiens organization, with the coaches and stuff. They're all pretty much French guys or Quebec guys. And it's very clear that, I don't know why the league lets them do this, but it's very clear that they favor those guys. And honestly, one day I'm kind of just looking out for a Brian Flores kind of situation with the NFL happening to the NHL, with a coach being like, hey, yeah, they didn't even interview me because I'm not French. And then they open themselves up to a lawsuit for racism. And honestly, we need to start talking about this, and we need to really start changing the Montreal way of things, because that's just not okay. It goes a lot under the radar, but honestly, things need to change, because sooner or later, it's going to blow up in their face. And I would rather any kind of team or league get on top of this now and find the team and be like, hey, yeah, you can't do this anymore. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. If you have to have this certain number of minorities or this certain number of people outside of this region of birth. And if you don't, you're going to get your franchise taken away, or you're going to have to move to a different location, because honestly, yeah, you can be patriotic. There's a difference between patriotism, though, and just being racist. And especially in the lower levels of the Montreal system, it's just plain old racism. I hate to say it, but this needs to come out and this needs to be said, because quite literally, they're basically segregating, honestly. This is basically what was happening between skin colors in the United States in the 60s. It's very, very close. And what about in baseball, when they desegregated that? It was because there's pressure. So we need to put pressure on them, really, because at this point, there's no excuse for doing that. There's no excuse for this racism. And that's what it is. It's racism. Whether you want to admit it or not, this isn't This isn't being a patriot at all. This is just plain old racism. So, yeah, please do something about it. Pressure the team to do something. Pressure the team to change their ways. That's the only way anything is going to happen. With that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.